Hi guys, it's me Giovanni, and today I just want to say this real quick. I don't know what's going on with my subscriber count lately, but there's just 3 subscribers not there anymore. But that's okay. I'm not really worried about that. But anyways, so I just watched someone react to the Fnaf movie, and let's just say, if someone doesn't play or know about the lore of the original FNAF game series, then they're probably not going to be unaware about this adaptation of in the FNAF movie. They just I don't know. And when they stop watching it and review it for a bit and talk about some of the things that they're okay with but at the same time don't like, it's one of them being the cute, like, Abby, Vanessa, and Mike getting along with the animatronics, and just being like children, because people have said that the animatronics act like children, even though the animatronics are possessed by children, to be frankly clear. So yeah. People just hate the movie, the characters, the story for no reason, but I love it. I really love it. And finally, Abby and Mike are not related to William Afton. Vanessa is. Which I actually think is really much more nicer instead of the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline that we're now used to. But at the same time, I have made it more simpler that would actually make sense instead of it being so complicated, because people's many theories about the timeline and about other things, like involving the books, games, or whatever, just anything involving the FNAF story just makes my brain hurt. So just to be clear, William Afton is born on April 17th, 1943, and during his childhood he saw a circus performance show called Fredbear's Singing Show. And let's just say that he had a good family, but he was bullied when he was a kid because he was sort of an outcast. At least that's my interpretation of his childhood, I think. When he was in college during his junior to senior year, he and Henry Emily met and became friends. In 1966, William marries his wife Laura Schmidt. In 1967, Michael Afton is born on August 5th. In 1969, Henry Emily marries his wife. In 1970, William and Henry have an idea to start a business inspired by William's childhood of seeing that Fredbear's Singing Show performance. In 1972, William and Henry create Fredbear and Spring Bonnie mascot costumes. In 1973, Fredbear's Family Diner is opened on June 15th. In 1976, Evan Afton is born on April 9th. In 1978, Elizabeth Afton is born on April 25th. In 1982, Springlock suits are invented by William. In 1983, Evan dies on his birthday at Fredbear's due to his brother Michael playing a prank on him with his friends. Henry Emily's daughter Charlie dies on October 31st on Halloween, and after William killed Charlie out of anger and jealousy due to the creation of Fredbear by him and his friend, Michael Afton is visited by the ghost of his brother possessing Golden Freddy / Fredbear, and Michael follows Golden Freddy to Evan's grave. In 1985, Perp Guy / William Afton killed 5 children on June 26. Gabriel Daniels, Jeremy Lane, Susie Chambers, Fritz Thompson, and Cassidy Miller-Jones. In 1986, William discovers Remnant and he realizes that Remnant was the reason why Evan possessed a Golden Freddy in the first place. So he decides to experiment by creating the Funtime animatronics in Circus Baby's Pete's World and some experiment rooms inspired by his youngest son's bedroom and nightmares. No? Yeah. So, during these experiments, William's daughter, Elizabeth, gets killed by Circus Baby on March 8th by complete accident. But William decides to continue the experiments anyway. With the Fnaf 4 bedroom, with multiple children, including one, Rory, in the experiments. He decides to abandon them one year later in 1987, in the Fnaf 1 location before Fnaf 2. Foxy bit a little girl's frontal lobe on October 13th. Fnaf 2 takes place during a few weeks, November 1st to November 14th. Jeremy Fitzgerald takes the job, but during the 6th night, William realizes who Jeremy is, Michael's friend, and realizes that Jeremy is actually there to investigate for Michael. William decides to hijack the animatronics, and stuff goes down. And by the way, the toy animatronics, like with Toy Chica speak removed, is inspired by the toy figurines in Fnaf 4. The toy figurines are like the original band, not the actual toy animatronics, just to be clear. In 1988, Mary Schmidt and Michael Afton / Mike Schmidt get married. The Fnaf 1 location reopens. In 1989, on July 4th, Quinzel Schmidt is born. In 1990, on July 5th, Marilyn Schmidt is born. In 1993, Michael Afton / Mike Schmidt works at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza as an eye guard, including Bone Guy's death. In 1995, on March 23rd, William Afton dismembers the animatronics and frees the souls of the missing children, but gets cornered by them and decides to go into the Spring Bonnie suit, but gets spring-locked and becomes Springtrap. In 1996, before the events of Sister Location, Roy, who's the remaining alive child in the experiments involving the Fnaf 4 bedroom, he discovers the experiments and decides to get out of there, but a pre-recorded voice voiced by William convinces him to continue the experiments, and so he does. Michael Afton tries to free Sister Elizabeth from Circus Baby, but ends up getting scooped, and in the process of getting scooped, he gets Remnant injected into him from the missing children from the experiments, and gets nightmare and becomes immune / immortal and doesn't die, and ends up getting nightmares from the children who were in the Fnaf 4 experiments from his father. In 1997, I'm pretty sure that Roy dies because we never see his body on the security cameras of the Fnaf 4 bedroom, including the fun with plush trap minigame. A security guard named Stanley works for Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rental. In 1998, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is refurbished back to normal and reopens again. In 1999, the assistant manager of Fitzgerald Seaport goes missing on September 12th. And then in 2007, on January 17th, Fazbear Entertainment Manufacturers closes down. Marilyn Schmidt lost a bet with her friends and spends 5 nights at Robotics Factory. Then on the 6th night, the factory burns down on August 5th to 10th. In 2013, Michael has nightmares of the Fnaf 4 bedroom experiments again, and decides to work at Fazbear's Fright because he knows that his father might be there. And so, when he works there, on probably like the 5th to 6th night, he burns it down to the ground, including Simon Fitzgerald's death on October. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place is spilled but later burned down on December 4th. Henry Emily passes away on December 5th. Michael Afton probably survives because it's unclear if he does or not, but I'm pretty sure he survives because he's never mentioned in FNAF 6. And he continues to live a happy life with his family of his wife Mary Schmidt, and his 2 daughters Quinzel and Marilyn. So yeah. In 2014, on March 20th, William Afton goes to hell. Meanwhile, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza locations shut down on March 21st, 2014 to July 17th, 2015. Cassidy Miller-Jones / Golden Freddy drowns in a pond on July 18th, 2015. Okay. I had to recap the timeline again. I'm sorry, but yeah, I just had to. Sorry. But just in case you're unaware, William Afton, when Michael was first born, he wasn't ready to be a father, or not at all. But when Evan and Elizabeth were born and raised by William, he was an actual father to them, but not to Michael. In fact, Michael was neglected by William and decided to act out during his teenage years by bullying his youngest brother, Evan, which in 1983 caused Evan's death, while Evan was babysitted by his brother Michael. And during when William was gonna kill Charlie, William and his wife Laura were in the processes of getting a divorce. And in 1984 they do get a divorce, but William manipulates his children into get custody of them. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck with this timeline, and I'm okay with it. It's good. But I'm just tired of people's theories, multiple theories about the FNAF story, like the games, movie, books, and whatever, because I'm tired. I really am tired of it. It's making my brain hurt. And this is the most simplest timeline that I can think of. It would actually make sense. So please, just let it be.